Plaintiff Aisha Turner says the defendant is her sister, but she does not like the defendant's boyfriend because he's physically abusive. Aisha's suing because she claims after the defendant called and threatened her, she came to Aisha's house and vandalized her car, and Aisha caught it all on video. Defendant April Jones says Aisha is a compulsive pot-smoking liar. April claims Aisha is the one who vandalized her boyfriend's truck, and she's countersuing for defamation of character and emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Aisha. This is my sister, April Jones, and her boyfriend, Derek Maddox. Back in 2014, me and my sister stopped talking due to the fact that Derek Maddox, is very physically abusive to her, and I don't like to see her going through that. So we stopped talking.
That's not correct.
Okay. We stopped talking in 2014 because of that. January 2016, my brother committed suicide.
Sorry to hear that.
I get a phone call through my daughter's phone from April, letting me know what happened. So maybe a couple of days later, we had a conversation that, if we gonna be sisters and be around each other on a day-to-day basis, then I don't want to be put in the middle of her and Derek Maddox's mess. Leave me out of it. April the 6th, 2016, I get a text message from April saying go to the hotel room with her kids. I get there, the kids are there by themselves. I grab everybody, I jump in the car, go to his neighborhood.
That's not
Well, I was calling his phone to see where's my sister.
Did she tell you why you should go to the hotel?
No, she just texted me and said, go to the hotel with the kids.
Got it.
So I started calling his phone. Well, I was calling her phone and no answer. Then she called me back, I guess accidentally. When I answered it, I hear in the background her stating, don't put your hands on me, leave me alone. And then the phone went dead. I pull up over to his mom's house or grandmother's house where she was sitting on the back of a truck and she was crying. So I walked up to her, are you all right? She was just like, she want her money back. Long story short, he owed her money. I heard it was $500. He said it was $150. We leave from over to his house. She go back to her hotel. She didn't have enough.
Why was she staying in the hotel?
Well, we had got into a little accident, so we all came into a little money.
It wasn't her escaping his abuse.
No, she just didn't want to be at her grandmother's house.
Got it.
So, we go back to the hotel. She's telling me she don't have the money to pay for the hotel for additional days because she come to my house. I was like, babe, I haven't really, before all this happened, I haven't talked to her. She was just
Did she come? You let her come?
Yes, I let her and her.
Because she couldn't afford the hotel anymore.
Yes, her and her 3 kids. We was there, having fun. In the midst of a whole lot of mess, Derek Maddox was texting me, calling my phone, threatening. He know where my mom sleeps. He know what room my daughter sleeps in, what he was gonna do to me. So I told April, it was all because he felt like I was keeping his kids from him. Like I told him, I can't keep your kids from you. She's here with me, so that's her call. She called him and she told him, I'm not bringing the kids to you if you keep acting like you're acting. So this was Friday. Saturday, I was having a big barbecue for all the Aries, and because her and my husband share a birthday, so I was having a big barbecue for everybody. She asked me, could she borrow my car?
What day in April?
This was April the 9th.
Okay, because I'm an Aries. Anybody born on April 5th?
I'm April the 3rd.
April 3rd? All right. Well, mine is April 5th, so any viewers that want to send me gifts, I'm open.
Me too.
All right, so on that Saturday.
She called, she asked me could she borrow my car to take him to kids. I was like, cool. I guess as soon as she dropped the kids off to him, he come texting my phone, calling my phone, A, B, you're not gonna see my kids no more. I got my kids. I'm like, fine, D. Enjoy your kids. Ain't no reason for you to text my phone. My daughter and my goddaughter rode with her to go drop off the kids. When they got back, my daughter and my goddaughter came in the house and said, Auntie Bunny mad. I was like, we call her Bunny, her name is April. Auntie Bunny mad? I was like, why? My daughter said, well, I guess because you called me to tell me that he was still playing on your phone. I said, okay. She sat outside in my car for like 20 minutes. I'm upstairs because I stay in the townhouse. I'm upstairs in my room. And I can look out my bedroom, wanted to see the front of my parking lot.
That's not correct either.
So when she finally came in the house, she was in the living room talking to my mama. I'm coming down the steps to go in the kitchen to start, finish cooking. And I hear her, as I'm coming down the steps, I hear her telling my mama that it's all Aisha's fault. If she just don't say nothing to him, then it'll be let go. But he's playing on my phone. Either. I said, so when I heard her, what did I say? Well, no, be honest. Be honest about the whole situation. Friday, when my mama asked you what was wrong with you, you didn't want to tell her that Derek Maddox had just jumped in my car and beat you up. You didn't want to tell her that.
That's not correct
So
either.
Saturday, when I say what I want to say, I walk off. I go in my kitchen. We get into it. She grabs her stuff and she leaves.
No,
I get a phone call. I get a phone call on Monday, April the 11th, from my father's phone, and it was April Jones stating she was gonna come to my house and do. I hung up the phone.
What did she say she was gonna do?
She said she's gonna come to my house and fight me, and since I bust out her window, she's gonna come bust out my window.
Okay, let me hear from her, and then we'll get back to the specifics.
First of all, Judge, my sister is a compulsive weed-smoking liar. I don't know if the drugs don't disturbed or did something to her brain, but only a portion of what she's saying is correct. And it's pretty much that the part that's correct is we did get into a situation where altercation where we was arguing and fussing and tussling over my phone, which called out her. The day that she's saying that I called her to come get the kids, I text her actually to come pick up me and the kids from the hotel. When she got to the hotel, his sister, she was there with my kids because I had left with him, and we ended up at his house. And she's never liked him or whatever, and that's fine.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. She said, she stated that she never liked him, and I didn't have a problem with that because you can't change a person's opinion or anything, because like I have told her on several occasions, you are my sister. You don't have to like him. You don't have to deal with him. You are my sister.
I get a phone call on Monday, April the 11th, from my father's phone, and it was April Jones stating she was gonna come to my house and do. I hung up the phone.
What did she say she was gonna do?
She said she's gonna come to my house and fight me, and since I bust out her window, she's gonna come bust out my window.
Oh my God.
Plaintiff Aisha Turner says the defendant is her sister, and Aisha's suing because she claims the defendant vandalized her car, and she caught the whole thing on video.
So what about this allegation that you all got into a fight in her car? He came and jumped on you in the car.
No, that didn't happen. What happened was when she came over to his house, she pulled up with maybe 3 or 4 kids because they're all 16. Maybe the oldest one may have been 17 to come jump on him because she felt like he was fighting me, doing something wrong to me, and I didn't have a problem with it.
What do you think made her feel that way?
Because she heard the phone call, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't have any problem with her because she did what any sister would have done. So I'm just sitting there because at this time, I'm really upset with him. I'm fed up with the whole situation, and I did want my money that he had took out of my hotel room without me, giving him permission to. So I made a decision because she asked me what did I want to do. I said, I just want to get away. Can I go to your house to get away from him? Well, we left. She took me to her house, and we left, and she came back later on that night. Later on that, it had to be probably maybe 4 or 5 in the evening or so because I was already...
Came back where?
To his residence.
Okay. And did anybody see her? You have a witness to it?
Yeah, I seen it to it.
All right, stand up. State your name.
My name Derek.
Okay, what'd you see?
I seen her pull up to my house. I seen her bust my window, and I seen her bust the window. Then I seen, when I came out the house, I seen them going back. It was her and like her daughter.
Okay.
And
did you ever mention it to her later?
I told her I was gonna call police. She said the police would never find fingerprints and things with her busting the window.
You all never discussed it after that?
No, sir.
All right, you tell me what happened regarding these window issues.
Your Honor, I didn't bust his windows. I don't know what happened to his windows.
You went over to the house with teenagers?
Well, when she called me to go get the kids, I took, like I said, my daughter and my goddaughter got in the car with me to go to the hotel to get the kids. They was in the car with me.
Over to his house we're referring to now.
Yes, when I left the hotel with the kids, I was looking for her, so we did go over to his house. But when I got out the car, I didn't say nothing to her. Yeah, looking for her.
When she pulled up.
When I got out the car, I said nothing to nobody. I walked right up to my sister and asked her, well, are you all right? She's sitting on the back of the truck crying. You could see a bruise on her face where he hadn't hit her.
Oh my gosh.
In the midst of me trying to make sure she's all right, she gave me her purse, and she said, hold my purse. The title to the car is in my purse. Don't let Derek get it. He's tried to snatch the purse, In the midst of him snatching the purse, I broke a fingernail, and that's when my father and my daughter and my goddaughter tried to bum rush to him to stop him from trying to snatch the purse.
That's not true.
Okay. Get to the window, Buster.
7:45, I'm laying on my bed, and I heard something hit glass. When I heard it, like the third time, when I looked out the window, it's April Jones. Come on outside, you want to fight? And started hitting my window with a crowbar.
You saw her?
Yes.
She's lying.
And I have a video of her busting out my windows.
You got a video, but it's not me.
Let's see it.
I want to thank all you guys for coming out.
And that's the white truck that she's referring to. I got somebody here busting my window. Her name April Bunny Jones. I'm recording her. She in a white Tahoe. I'm recording her bust out my window.
Okay. And although I couldn't detect her, I do believe by you continuing to say it was her, you're not crazy, you knew what you saw. Mm-hmm. So I believe it happened, and I'm gonna grant your judgment. $1,490. I'm gonna dismiss your claim because I think you've perjured yourself. Have a good day.
Woo! Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. No matter what happened today, I love April Jones. She's my sister. I don't like Derek Maddox because he's an abuser.
No, I ain't no.
And it is what it is.